little bit more discussion as we get ready to launch this.
All right, let's go take a look at this. We got Fame rolling out with a Grill 15. Interesting choice. A T100, 2 Bat Chats, and 3 IS7s.
On the side of FNX, we have Christopher and a TVP 5051, Super Finar, NFTVP, Hulkinet, NFT57 Heavy, and Sifif Motion and Joe Hunter both running E100s, Adrian and Tweaky7 in the 50Bs. We are ready to go. Now, my only qualms about this is the nerf that the 5051 TVPs have just received, man. A little bit longer reload, a little bit longer time between shots. I don't know if this is going to play into factor because I mean this nerf did happen mid-season for this Clan Wars event, so we'll see how if they can go ahead and still be utilized into this or not. Kind of looking though with the loadout that Fame has went ahead and decided to run right here. Maybe the IS7's working up into the middle, and these Bat Chats 100 LT possibly working a 1-2 with the Gorilla actually probably pulling back into maybe like the G7-8 area. We just have to kind of see how this works out in the end. Looks like they might actually be pushing V-Tanker up towards the hill real hard. Really like to see Fame attack the hill initially right here.
So, since this is the first round here, I'd like to just call out that this is Operation Asche, the 3rd weekend of Clan Wars Frontlines. First round of the weekend. Ammo rack happening there to revert. Big clash up fire.
Wow.
Magna Flash Boy goes down.
Yeah, just way too aggressive with that Bat Chat early in, with those TVPs. Clutch has got to get out of there. He's got to drop off the back.
Phoenix taking out both Bat Chats of Fame real early in this match. They've clashed right in the center. Aggressive move there. You think Fame can take it back?
Phoenix, yeah, Phoenix has taken a hill, but I mean they've got 3 autoloaders, 2 of them still on reload. But these 2 IS7s are going to be able to definitely make a strong statement. These E100s still going to need about 15 seconds before they're going to get up on the hill. Mr. APCR's definitely got to get up there and get ready. 50B putting some work into Sergeant Cruz right now. Damage sharing occurring. Parko's trying to block that shot.
Adrian's coming up for support. He's going to unload into the back of Sergeant Cruz.
Nice roll right there, but...
Ooh, can't quite take Sergeant Cruz out. He bounces. One more. Christopher bounces again. He goes down. Both
nice
Adrian and Christopher were on a reload.
Both 50Bs are on reload right now as well. That's real rough on V-Tanker right now too. On reload. E100 comes in, takes him out.
Phoenix just went 1, 2, 3, took out 3 tanks in a row. They were all on low health. Take out the IS-7, focus fired him, and now it's just clutch force. They've got a...
Yeah, it's going to be real hard. 7 minutes, 50 seconds out. It's going to be real hard for Clutch to try to go ahead and draw this out. I'd almost like to see Phoenix right here utilize all the points available to him and go ahead and cap this out instead of just taking a few points for Clutch Force. Looks like they're just, like you said, out for revenge and blood right here. Great work early on by Phoenix. I don't think that Fame was ready for them to be quite that aggressive with all the autoloaders early on right there.
Well, Phoenix coming right out of the gate. They get the 20 points for winning that round. They get 14 points for killing all 7 tanks. And they get 6 points for having 6 tanks left alive. That's a total of 40 points for Phoenix in round 1, and 2 points for Fame for only getting that single kill. I'm not gonna... Oh, I'm not gonna go through all the details verbally. I'm just gonna scroll through them briefly so you can read them on screen. We're on a very tight timeline for Clan Wars Frontlines, so... Beast is probably already back in the training room, already switching sides and all that. So you can read these on screen. You can pause it on the replay once I upload these on YouTube. So I know you guys are going to do that. Usually just call out. We've got 2 goose eggs by both Bat Chats. Those Bat Chats that rushed up, they didn't even get loaded. They didn't even get loaded. They just got singled out before they were even loaded. And Tweaky in the 50B getting 4 of the kills for FNX and almost 4,000 damage. So that's the highlight of that match. For round 2, we've got FNX coming out with a bat chat, 2 TVP 5051s, 2 AMX 50Bs, and 2 113s. So lots of auto loading power coming out from FNX yet again. And they've opted for the 113s over the IS7s. Interesting. Call out Fame for us.
For
Here.
sure. Yeah, on the side of Fame, we have Kellen Martin in a bad chat, Clutch Force and Revered also in bad chats, Magna Flash Boy and Parko in one in IS7s, Mr. APCR and a Moss, and Fred Carey's in that Chieftain. But little more armor, good burst, good DPM out of the Chieftain, good hit pool out of the Moss right there, well-rounded squad. But we'll just see how the mobility and the burst damage out of FNX once again right here has you know, as long as they're landing shots out of these auto loaders, man, very possible that Fame's going to be in trouble once again. Now the Fame should have the hill advantage, but man, with this mobility, I don't know if they're going to be able to take the hill first, and definitely the bad chats aren't going to be reloaded. So maybe we look to see Fame utilizing the 1-2 this time. I don't know. I know those guys in the bad chats for Fame, monster players. A little bit better as a team that bleeds their competition down and then works in late match to kill everything off. But it looks both bats, all 3 bats, once again, are going to attack this hill, man. Gonna be in trouble. These 50-51s are going to be loaded again,
Here
and
it
the 50B
comes.
is actually going to be loaded.
No one's loaded yet, but you know those 50-51s are going to be loaded first. There it is.
Nice early shot right there by the Chieftain. And Super Fenard actually misses 1 of the 4 into Revered.
Revered is going to bail off the hill there. He knows he has to retreat. He lost half his health in that run, though, and FNX yet again claims the hill. FNX representing the... I should have done this in the first round, but FNX is representing the Axis forces for this event, and Fame is representing the Allied forces. Clutch Force didn't see who took his health away, but Clutch Force is on even lower health than Revered.
Yeah, I think Clutch possibly lost a little bit of health when it rebuilt off the hill. Because he went up early, or maybe he fell back and possibly got 2-pieced by the 50B and the 50-51 of Incisive Motion.
Fame regrouping here at the edge of this hill. It's tough for those tanks up top to get shots up from that angle. You've really got to come close to the edge to shoot down that close.
Now, Fame is capitalizing right here. The TVP and the 113 is gonna have to get out of here by FNX, or else they're going to get revered. No fire extinguisher. Gets caught from a shot of the 50B.
FNX doing a good job of rotating and coming in behind Fame as Fame is pushing in on the 2 tanks of FNX. So both teams bleeding each other out. FNX is staying almost 30% ahead on the health, though. They got to start taking out some of those one-shot tanks to get the gun advantage going. Tweaky's on a reload. He's going to hide behind that building there.
Yeah, big problems right now for Mr. APCR. Looks like Adrian's just going to go ahead and pass the Moss right there and try to focus out. Yeah, ends up focusing out Kellen Martin right here.
Incisive Motion
Fred carries.
Goes and shoots Kellen Martin after he's long dead. I think he was trying to get the shot on Fred Carries. And I am just so impressed with FNX coming out here and just giving it to Fame on both sides of mines. Just coming out here and showing that they want revenge from that first week, and also the fact that, you know, Mines has always been considered one of those maps that the spawns are uneven, and they've come out and shown either side of this map is winnable, even against a team like Fame.
For sure, for sure.
So Phoenix coming out again, getting the 20 points for the round victory, 14 points for killing all 7 tanks, and 5 points for having 5 tanks alive. That's a 39-point round for Phoenix. Fame getting 2 kills. That's worth 4 points, 2 points per kill. I always like to add a disclaimer. I didn't do it during the first round, but you'll hear me do it multiple times during the stream today. I am not an official scorekeeper for Clan Wars Frontlines. I only do it during my stream on the like just as I'm running through. That way I can give an explanation to the viewers as to how this is working. This event doesn't do a strictly round win and first to like a race to 3 wins best of series. This event does what we call an efficiency rating. So they add up the kills, they add up the victories of the rounds, and they add up the tanks that are survived, and they pool them all for the weekend, the entire weekend's event, and the teams with the highest efficiency for the weekend is who moves on. So that's how it works. I'm not giving official numbers. I'm just calling it out as I go. So I could be making mistakes. I mean, I'm doing it in a rush, and like I said, I am not an official scorekeeper. Goose eggs again by another bat chat on Fame. They might have to come up with a counter to those TVPs, even though the TVP was nerfed, it still seems to be the superior tank. 3,700 damage coming from Decisive Motion in his TVP, and 2,100 from Super Fenrir in his. All right, so we're getting ready here for round 3. Phoenix has won the first 2 rounds so far. Fame's looking to change it up a bit. They're coming out with an E4, 2 bat chats still, but 4 IS7s. So much more meat, much more armor coming out from Fame this time around. What's Phoenix got for us here, Beast?
Outside of Phoenix, we have Insistent Motion, Super Finner, and Hookanet, all in those TVP 5051s. Adrian and Twiggy7 once again in the 50Bs, and Christopher and Johanna in the 113s. So I think we are ready to just do this thing, man. These guys know what they want to play. I like the changes made by Fame right here. So we'll see how this works out for them. I still just really am a strong believer that Fame needs to utilize this one to use these bad chats over on the cliff. You know, get some shots in, let their IS7s go in and use that armor. Definitely IS7s from last round were able to bounce a couple of shots, and I think Mr. HPCR in that Moss early on was able to weather the brunt of the first wave of attacks, but just a little bit too much in the end. It's
Right,
like
so we got
Fame actually got a pretty decent start.
They got 2 of their IS7s over on the far right. That's fun. Fame coming out in the red here, representing the Allied forces. Phoenix coming out in the blue, representing the Axis forces. Yet again, Phoenix going straight for the center, taking those TVPs, taking the upper ground. They're basically unopposed this time around, though, because the bat chats spawned way too far away to make a move for it.
Well, I like this. V-Tanker might have a shot into one of these TVPs going up the hill.
Misses, hits the rock.
Like
he did go for it, though.
Sure. I like this position a little bit better. Like the bat's low. Fame or Fred Carriage did get lit in that bat though, so that's not optimal because now, you know, what Phoenix is going to be able to do is go ahead and attack the cap and then have Overwatch off the cliff right here. So looks like what Fame should start working on is possibly pushing maybe 1 or 2 IS7s up the 3 line, get that bat chat, see if he can go ahead and swing around to A4. Even though it looks like Super Finnar in his TVP has went ahead and is watching just for this.
Now,
50 seconds right now.
Nobody wants to win by a cap on a map like, or in the matches here in Clan Wars, because the points they earn is not as much as if they kill the other team. But with Phoenix already winning the first 2 rounds, they have the position where they can force Fame to come to them. Fame needs these points. They've dropped the first 2 rounds, and they need to make something up. So Phoenix has this the luxury of doing this to them. Clutch Force moving in here with Fred carries.
Yeah, yeah, I really like this. Fame's fat chats are actually able to get loaded this time, so should be able to put in a lot more work. Tweaky's on a 2-shot. Fred should have the clip potential to clip him out, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and go in. Try for the reset. Clutch gets one reset. The IS-7s for Fame have rotated around. We've seen a little bit different battle this time out of Faye for sure.
I think Phoenix letting them have the ability to set up has played to Fame's favor.
Yeah, for sure.
The Overwatch on the center hill really didn't work out the way it looked like Phoenix was hoping it would, and Fame just bypassed the hill and came straight for the cap.
Wow, Sissy Motion actually dumps off the wrong part of the cliff over there, takes himself out. Parko's still got a considerable amount of health right here. These IS-7s for Fame gonna be able to wreak some havoc on these guys for the rest of the match. B-Tanker also at 100% health, so really like what I've seen out of Fame this time, not being aggressive with those bad chats.
Sergeant Cruz moving in for a side shot on Hunter. He gets tapped from the front as well. Hunter's on a 1 health, and Sergeant Cruz is just ignoring Christopher, who's trying to face hug him. He's just gonna take out Joe Hunter there. Nice. Smart play.
Nice, nice, nice. I think as long as we can get Parko's got to get off the hill shortly. He's not going to have cross shots into the 113. Yeah. Nice shot right there by Magna, though.
Parko did land a shot on Christopher from up top there, just as you were saying that.
Yeah, but his angle that he's shooting at right there, he's just not going to be able to pin that 113. Christopher's definitely playing very smart, very map awareness right there. Actually got the nice roll into Cruz's upper plate. Parko's got to get off the hill.
Parko takes out super.
By Magna, though. It's just a 1v1 over here with Magna coming in. Magna should have reload on Christopher right here, so it's all over.
It is
nice work right there.
Fame coming back out in round 3 here, taking it over Phoenix. Fame getting 20 points for the round victory. 14 points for killing every tank. Now, although, like was mentioned earlier, incessive motion, I believe it was, self-destructed, that still counts as a destructed vehicle, points towards Fame. So they still get the 14 points for killing all 7 tanks, 20 points for the round victory, and 3 points for having 3 tanks left alive for 37 points that round. Phoenix here coming out with 4 kills, worth 8 points, 2 per kill. So Fame here cutting the lead by Phoenix down, not quite by half, but putting themselves up on the board here. Difference here in this battle, we've got the IS-7s, 2 of the IS-7s for Fame breaking 3,000 damage, and I mean, I think having those IS-7s and like we mentioned, having the 50 or the bat chats playing a little more patient was key for Fame here. The early rush game wasn't working for them against those TVPs, and I like the adjustment they made.
Yeah, it looks like well, I think we're all ready to come down these lists whenever you get back to the garage, Weasel. But it's like FNX is definitely gonna change it up just a little bit, and Fame actually changed it up a little bit more. I really like these lineups once again.
Right. So round 4, we're going into the final round of this matchup between Phoenix and Fame. Phoenix coming back out with those 3 TVP 50-51s, 2 IS-7s, and 2 50Bs. Just loving the first fire from them.
For sure, for sure. And on the side of Fame this time, we have Clutch Force and Fred carries in the bat chats. We have Magna, Cruz, Parko, Revered, and V-Tanker all rocking the IS-7s. 5 IS-7s, 2 bat chats for Fame right here. Definitely got the armor to stand up against these TVPs and these 50Bs. So liking what I'm seeing. Great burst potential and mobility though still out of FNX. So I guess we're ready to kick this final battle of this match off. Kind of think that out of the norm, maybe keep our keep the bat chats central a little bit. I don't think they'll attack the hill with the bats, but get both. I think all of these IS-7s are going to be super aggressive into the hill looking for FNX to push up, but I don't know if that's what's actually going to end up happening right here. So we have to see if FNX adapts to all this armor that Fame's bringing out for him, Wizzle.
Fame in the blue, Phoenix in the red. Phoenix has gone for the upper ground every single round so far. This time, they're going for the island hopping with the TPPs. They have been detected,
Like
though.
it. Like it. Great work right there by Clutch. Clutch still got about 12, 13 seconds on reload. He's not going to be fooling these FNX guys about being aggressive like he's loaded right there. Great work right there, though, to hold that push.
Yeah, he's still getting those shots in. He's got 3.
Yeah.
He goes to a reload after 3 shots. He knows he overstayed his welcome and he slips out of there. Smart play. Take your three free shots while the bat chat's still on reload and get away.
Nice hit. Triple tap right there in assisted motion by Magna, Cruz, and V-Tanker. I think one of them actually rolled for 538 and caused him to burn a kit early on right here.
Phoenix is sending 2 of their heavies around the hill there on the far right. You can see them disappearing there. The 250Bs are on the inside of the hill, and the IS-7s are on the outside. So let's see what happens here.
So, well, I think
Phoenix
what
is
we're
gonna
kind of
get pushed.
recognizing right here, yeah, what we're recognizing right here is Phoenix is more of a WGL setup. You know, allowing their guys to work positions and splitting them across the map, and Fame with their more of the Watt console meta is kind of trying to capitalize this. I can't believe they didn't push it to these 50Bs. They're actually going to have some trouble right here with these IS-7s that are back behind them.
Yeah, because now those 50Bs are going to pull forward at the same time as the IS-7s coming in behind. Those 50Bs need to land the burst fire. Fred Carries is coming in for the shots behind Phoenix's IS-7s too, so we've got rear shots by everybody going on here. Tweaky goes down.
Nice shot by Porco right there. Go ahead and focus out.
Flashboy eats the shot
Good
from the
focus right
Hunter
here.
in his track.
Yeah, good focus right here by Fame. Now, Clutch is in a 1v1 with insisted motion. Should be able to take him down.
Does.
And it looks like Cruz just ran headlong into Super Fenar, but Super Fenar is just got no HP left. Cruz just put him on a one shot.
Phoenix in
Nice
trouble.
work.
Their last 2
Wow.
tanks are both on reloads. Fame is just rolling down the hill after him. Phoenix just trying to stay just ahead of the curve around this bend. You can see the tanks coming. At some point, they're going to get a shot here. They've got to pick a target and see if they can get enough burst fire on them. Get the 2 points for an extra kill here.
I don't think that yeah, I really don't think that Clutch is gonna poke it far enough right here to
No.
Yeah, there we go.
Fame coming out in round 4 with a clean sweep. Don't even have to do the math. That's a 41-0 round victory for Fame. Perfect round of seven surviving tanks, 14 for the kills, and 20 for the round victory itself, giving them 41 points. Over on Phoenix side, they do not acquire any points in that round, unfortunately for them. So at the end of the 4 rounds, they split the victories 2 and 2. But if you give me just a moment, I will add the points up from what I jotted down. 84 total points for Fame. And 87 total points for Phoenix. Disclaimer, yet again, I am not an official scorekeeper, but that was a very close matchup. I mean, I'd chalk that up for both teams, you know, although neither team winning per se maximum points. I mean, you couldn't do any better with in draws here. They came out 84 points for Fame and 87 points for Phoenix. Just scroll through the damage here for Fame. Quite a bit ahead of schedule now because these rounds. I mean, I had a feeling this would happen with Mines, being a map that, you know, clashes quite early, quite quickly. Sergeant Cruz coming out with a 33-34 damage game on his side. Over on Phoenix's side, everyone landed at least a shot or two. And Incessive Motion, the only one breaking 1500. So we're gonna have a little bit of time here, but we're gonna be getting set up for our next battle.